This video is long overdue. Not something that's easy for me to talk about. Fold some clothes and we'll talk for a minute. Now, you guys already know that I have been going through it with just life in general. With my husband and his kidney stones and all of the above. Yeah. A biggie made his way in here. I'm just leaving him there. I don't really feel good today. Stomach is bothering me. But nonetheless, my scope and my gastro appointment, my colonoscopy and my endoscopy is coming in a couple weeks. So hopefully they'll figure out what's going on with me. This is basically an update video. Let's just start with, we'll start with the job. I made a post saying that I got the job. And I did. I got the job and I was so close to starting work, I had to just go get my badge. And then I realized that because of all of the stress and everything that I have been going through, my body was basically, because of what I'm about to tell you and what was going on with my husband, which I'm very afraid that his body with his kidney stones can become septic. He's in the process of finding a new doctor, but that takes time. I started looking at my schedule and realizing that I was gonna be having to take a lot of days off. And I didn't think it was fair to start a job knowing that I was gonna have to be taking multiple days off. So I called them up and just saying, like, my body was definitely going through something. I was having like severe panic, anxiety, all of this other stuff. And I didn't understand why. I think it was just that I was going through so much at one time, and then I couldn't find a place to woosah. My brain just couldn't do it. And then adding the whole job thing on it, and the anxiety of a new job and working and all that other stuff. And then I noticed that I have a lot of appointments, and a lot of appointments, not even just with me, with my daughter. So if you don't know, because shout out to all the new subscribers we have new members of the Flip Side fam, guys. So welcome all of the new members. This is going to be new to you, but my daughter has heart issues, and we found this out probably 1.5 years ago, and we thought she was okay, and we thought she was good. Hold on. And this is one of the reasons why I didn't want to talk about it, because when I talk about it, it brings it all back up, and it's scary to me. We thought she was okay. All of a sudden, she starts having those, her heart starts pounding again. Now, I know you're going to ask, if you go look back, there is a video of her going to the cardiologist. They did a bunch of scans. They thought it was because she needed to get her period. She got her period, and for a while, I guess she was okay. I guess hormones in the heart and all this other stuff has to do with, I guess, hormones, and they were saying if she got her period, she might be better. Well, we thought she was, like I said, but then it started happening again. Sorry. If you see the other video, I'm scared. We have to go back to the cardiologist. My daughter hates me right now. That's what it was labeled. You will see that she had to get another heart monitor on. Hold on, let's fold. While I chew. So we go and we get the heart monitor. This time The last time the heart monitor could only stay on her for 3 days because she was severely allergic. This time they gave her a sensitive heart monitor with the sticky stuff so that she can wear it longer, and they required her to wear it for 2 weeks. So she wore it for 2 weeks. Meanwhile, she's not even feeling anything going on with her heart anymore. She used to feel it, her heart pounding. My daughter was a preemie, so I don't know if these situations, whatever is going on with her heart, is because she was a preemie. She also has a leaflet, some kind of leaflet. It's so much, guys. I don't even like, but they're not really worried about that right now. It's like a leaky valve, a slight leak that they're just keeping their eye on, but that's not even it. So we send back the heart monitor, and the doctor sees it. The doctor refers her back to a different doctor, an arrhythmic doctor. So now she has to be seen by an arrhythmic doctor because basically I recorded the doctor. One, I record when the doctor calls because I want to make sure, because if you don't know, if you're new to my channel, if you're not new to my channel, you already know I fight with anxiety, okay? So with anxiety, a downfall of anxiety is that when you are anxious, and obviously you're getting news for your daughter's heart, you're going to be anxious, you can't really retain information when you're nervous. So because I am usually anxious, because that's just what my body likes to freaking do, happy, sad, mad, excited, it just likes to get anxious first. I record so I can go back and I can really hear what he's saying. So I recorded the conversation, and also I recorded because my husband wasn't there for the conversation. So guys, basically you're gonna hear me kind of frantic. You're gonna see me looking terrible because that is the way I am feeling. This is about 3 weeks ago now, okay? Listen to the next clip and then we'll come back and we'll talk about it.
Sounds perfect. So, I remember we had seen, Angelisa in the past because there was that concern for possible lung QT syndrome. But her testing in that regard had been reassuring. And then sort of after all of that, she started feeling palpitations again.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they ever really stopped. But yeah.
Oh, okay.
But then she got her period, and that's what made us think that it was going to go away.
Yeah, right. I gotcha. Yeah, because her QT interval was sort of prolonged based on pre-puberty, but then not really for after.
Yeah.
So then, so then anyway, on this monitor, we do see a short arrhythmia. It's called ventricular tachycardia, and it lasted for 5 beats and then went back to normal. So we call it non-sustained ventricular tachycardia.
Okay.
And that type, so it's a relatively minimal amount, those 5 beats, and it was at like a relatively lower rate of about 105 beats per minute, which is good. That's more of like a benign profile than like a rapid tachycardia or one that lasted for like 5 minutes or something. But ventricular tachycardia can be a dangerous arrhythmia, and it can like evolve over time. Like it can get worse. It can sort of be here and there as a little palpitation, but then sometimes it can kind of become more frequent or more rapid. And so we definitely need to pay attention to it. We need to run some more testing, and we should treat it too. You probably saw in that result that the doctor who read it is one of our arrhythmia specialists, and he recommended starting a beta blocker medicine.
Yeah, and what is that, a beta blocker?
It's just a type of medicine. It's a type of, like, like for antibiotics, there's like the penicillin antibiotics, there's the fluoroquinolones. A beta blocker is just like a type of medicine. And so like the typical one that we use is called atenolol. And so
okay, so what?
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Just curious though, like, well, so what do I have to be on the lookout for? Like, is a tachycardia like a heart attack, or? Hold on, Tom. Yeah, I think it's done.
Yeah, like if she were to be experiencing like palpitations that weren't going away, or if she had some sort of like event where she passed out or fainted.
Well, I have asked her about when her heart is beating really, really hard. She did tell me sometimes it will last like, a couple minutes, and then it will go away. And I asked her, do you ever feel like you're going to pass out or anything? And she says no. Just that she could feel, and she's been getting like shaky. So I remember I told you that I was going to have her tested, her blood tested, for the iron, to see if anything with her blood had anything to do with her being shaky. And nobody's gotten back to me regarding that. But as far as the pounding of
her blood work done yet, or no?
She did. Yep, she did through. Through
You're a pediatrician.
Yeah. Yep. And I got the results, but nobody's contacted me. It didn't look like no one's contacted me back for it, but I could see the actual results. So I'm assuming, I don't know.
Actually, like, do you think you could,
did you want me to?
That's back in like 2023, but I was going to say, could you upload those results into?
I can, and I can screenshot them and upload them to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that. That way you can check to see if everything is fine, because I did tell her that we went to go see you, and I was going to give you the results to see if anything was, had anything to do with anything. So I'll do that when I get off the phone. I'll do that. So what's the next? Should I buy that machine that you had mentioned?
It might be helpful, if she's having like more episodes of symptoms at home, that you could capture them and we could review them with you.
Okay.
So I think it might be helpful, but it's not like 100% necessary.
Okay, well, just, only because, sometimes it'll happen when she's just laying in her bed. She said, that's what concerned me. Sometimes she'll just be laying in her bed, not doing anything, and then she'll get those palpitations. So
that might actually be helpful to get it.
Okay, and, another thing I was going to ask. So what should if anything, because you said over time it could get worse. But what should I, as a mother, look out for? Like, if it's lasting this long, should I take her to the hospital, or, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think if it's lasting for, more than 10 minutes,
okay,
going to the hospital is a good idea. I think if it's going on and she's in distress, like it looks like she's struggling to breathe, or she's really pale and feels like she might faint, or you just feel like something's not right, then it's never a bad idea to go.
Okay, yeah, she's never, I've asked her, she's never ever gotten that way. It just more affects just the hardness of her heart, and then the jittery things that she's getting. But I don't think she necessarily gets them at the same time. Like, she doesn't get jittery and her heart is pumping at the same time.
Right.
I don't think. Okay, so do we have to come?
What we typically do, and I'm gonna send this to you as like a reply back to your message that you sent to me, so you have it to refer back to.
Okay.
But we typically like get lab work. Like we check her electrolytes, we check her iron, her for anemia, we check her thyroid function. But some of that stuff might have already been done.
Right.
And so I'm going to hold off on ordering that until I can review what's already been done. Once you upload that, we can decide if she needs more or if what she's had is deficient.
Okay.
Just so we don't repeat those same tests you already had recently.
Okay.
The next thing that we usually do is get a test called a cardiac MRI, which is like an MRI of the heart. It allows us to evaluate the heart in different ways than the echocardiogram and look for underlying heart conditions that could be causing the arrhythmia in a way that we can't do with the echo. And so that's a test that I just order, and then the Children's Hospital, like Connecticut Children's in Hartford, will call you to schedule it.
Okay.
The other thing is that I know she's already had an exercise stress test, which looked fine, but now that we see this arrhythmia, and it's been when was her last stress test?
Last year sometime. Yes, because as you know, school's starting, and she does she does track, she likes to run. So I need to know what we need to do in that case.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we need to repeat that.
Okay.
Then I'm also going to order that medicine, atenolol, to your pharmacy. Her dose would be 25 milligrams twice a day. So she'll take it once in the morning and once at night. And that'll suppress the arrhythmia, and she'll probably find that she doesn't feel those palpitations anymore when she's on the medicine.
Okay, and then is there anything I have to look for regarding her taking that? Is there any side effects I should look for?
It's usually really well tolerated, and this is like a lower dose. So I think her risk of having bad side effects from it is low.
Because she has been complaining that that she's been really tired lately. So I don't know if that could have anything to do with anything, or I don't know if the beta blockers make you more tired, or.
The most common side effect they have is like feeling a little lightheaded, feeling a little bit dizzy. It's important to stay well hydrated when you take them.
Okay.
Some people do report feeling a little bit more tired. It actually does slow your heart rate a little bit. It can lower your blood pressure a little bit. It's a blood pressure medicine.
Okay.
But most of the time, if she's feeling tired, just simple things like, is she getting good sleep? Is she getting good rest? Is she eating a good diet? Those kinds of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna send the medicine, and when do you want her to start taking it? Tomorrow morning, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
Hartford will get back to me.
In terms of exercise, like you said, I'd like to get those other tests done, like the MRI and the stress test.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna actually refer you to one of our arrhythmia specialists now, since we actually do see this arrhythmia. We have two. I put both of their names in my message to you, and I'd like you to have this testing done and have an opportunity to meet with them before we clear her for sports.
Okay.
I think if she's taking the medicine and her stress test looks good and her MRI look good, she'll be able to get back to doing sports. But
okay. How about gym?
And gym too. I'd like her to stay out of.
Okay. If you could just write a note, only because she's going to be starting school the 28th of this month.
Right.
So I don't know.
Okay.
Just so I could submit it to the school.
Okay. So I know this is a lot.
I know.
But, she was having these palpitations, and it's good that she spoke up about it, and that we looked
Yeah,
into
because
it.
she really, I think, she said she had, actually I asked her, do you think that you got them while you're wearing the thing? And she said, I don't know, Ma, I think I'm getting used to them or something. And, you know, I think she doesn't want to get worried, or she doesn't want to worry. So she could be having them, and during school year she was running, so she might have not even been telling me, you know?
Yeah.
So that's the thing, like, you know, you can't hide when you got the machine on you. And,
you know, going to look into it in more detail.
yeah.
Start that medication, which will help suppress it and keep things safe, keep it from coming back, and then have you see the arrhythmia specialist too, so they could sort of guide things on how to monitor it going forward.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay, so when I get off the phone with...
put those orders in.
Okay.
And I'm going to write you a letter for school, for gym class.
All right.
And then if you could upload those
Yep.
labs.
That's what I'm going to do.
I'll see what they did, and maybe we won't need anything more, but if we do, I'll order it and I'll let you know, and she could just get those done too.
All right. Okay, thank you so much for calling me back so quick.
Yeah, no problem. You're welcome.
Okay, have a good day.
Okay, you too.
Bye-bye. I'm so glad that I don't wait. I'm so glad that she tells me, and I'm so glad that I kept that thing on her for 2 weeks. And I'm scared. And she's not here. She's sleeping in her friend's house. I hope. Like, what do they do? I don't even know. But do you have your child not live? Like, when she was going through it before, I wasn't even letting her, like, jump on the trampoline at the trampoline park or anything. She's an active kid. Okay, I'll let you guys know. Okay, so now that you heard that, I don't know if you saw my face or not, because I'm not sure if I'm going to, like, just take my whole face out, but I'm concerned because if you see in this chart here that I'm going to show you right now, Meli, insert clip photo of the results, you will see that she is having problems with arrhythmia. And they are, as of right now, they ordered her to be on a blood pressure medication to keep her heart at a slower pace so that it doesn't get out of whack. What is happening is that, the best way I can describe it is that it is beating boom, 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 boom. So the heart pushes out blood and sucks it back in. But there is a point in time where her heart kind of gets messed up, and it will push blood, either push blood or pull blood, either or. I think it's push blood. Her heart will push blood, so it's boom, 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 and then it goes boom, 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 and it's not sucking it back in. That's the only way I could really explain it. Well, so in those cases, she had a short atrioventricular something of another attack, I guess. I don't know what it's really called. If you know and you have it, please, any advice, comments, if you deal with it, know somebody who deals with it, just comment below so that you could, like, put my mind at ease, because as of right now, I'm very scared that basically my daughter can have a heart attack. So the doctor had recommended, like you heard in the video, or if you didn't hear, he recommended. Now, Angie already told me when her heart beats like that, if she does feel it, because she said she didn't even feel it when she had the heart monitor on. She didn't even know that she was having them. She used to feel them. So I think this is like something different. So I asked her before, how long does it usually last? She said probably like 5 minutes. If you heard the doctor, he said if it goes past 10 minutes, if it hits 10 minutes, then she needs to be rushed to the emergency room. So, you know, I'm trying not to overreact. I'm trying not to overreact, guys. But it's scary. So that is what I haven't been telling you. And I didn't want to come on here crying. So that's why it took me so long, because I was a whole mess. I was a whole mess when I found that out. So, also, you know my daughter, she runs track, cross country, track. Her big goal was to be on the track team in high school. She just started high school. Well, once again, for her own good, but it's a lot for a kid, you know? It can cause depression. They told her she can't do it. She can't do it until they figure out what exactly is going on. She can't even play gym again. So, tomorrow we go for an echo, and I will have some updates for you guys as far as what they find in the echo. And then there's more appointments that she has to do a MRI of her heart. And then there's going to be another cardiac stress test, and then she's going to be seeing the arrhythmic doctor specialist. So by the looks of it, she probably will. She's still taking the medication. She takes it 2 times a day, in the morning and at night. So far, it's not making her tired. She's okay on it. And for me, he had said, while taking this medication, she should not feel her heart, you know, palpitate or do anything. So he kind of reassured me that she should be okay. And guys, I don't know if you remember in a previous video at the doctor's office where he showed me this little machine that I said I was gonna buy it with my credit card on Amazon. We got it. So basically this is an EKG machine that is connected to my phone. So when she does feel it, then she puts her 2 fingers on here, on her knee, like this, on a bare skin, and you go like this. Oh my god, it's probably taking my thingy. And it will read her EKG. If it's abnormal, then I send it to the doctor. If not, then I just leave it. So I have that. I think I used it like 2 times, and so far there was no abnormal arrhythmia, so that was good. But there is this, actually I got it on sale. It was $99. Obviously I'm paying it off on my credit card little by little. But he said, I think you heard him in the video, he said probably a good idea to have it, which tells me it might continue to be a problem, which scares me. I'm sorry if you hate to see people eat, but I started feeling yucky and I think I needed to eat. Anyway, that's it. The cat's out the bag. That's what I've been hiding from you guys. Me in distress. You know, you hope and you pray, you know, that your kids are born normal and healthy. For the most part, she was. She is. She was born a preemie. She was born at 31 weeks. She wasn't breathing on her own or eating on her own, so we never saw anything deformed when she was born. But she's having issues, so all I could do is just ask for prayers, and hopefully they figure it out fast. I do have state medical, so if you know, you know. They did tell me that if anybody cancels, then they would get her in quicker. Nothing yet, but so I want to get it done really fast because, you know, peace of mind and everything, but she's not having issues right now, and I try to let her be a child. Like, if she wants to run and stuff, I don't stop her. But she can't play gym, and she can't be like over strenuous on herself, on her body. She knows all that, you know, but and I will sometimes hear like, stop mom, I'm fine, but like, we knew nothing of this. She didn't even know this. She did not even know that her heart was doing that, and that's what's scary. Like, she must have felt it, but she has said to me that she said, I don't know, Ma, I think I'm getting used to it because I didn't even realize it was happening. Anyway, guys, that's it. That's all she wrote. That's what I got. So it's like, I think, and then also with my job, it was like the waiting game, and I think because it's just not the right time for me at this time, and that's what I said to them. I said, I apologize, you know, my daughter is having some medical issues with all these appointments. I just don't want to, like, you know, inconvenience you. I know you need somebody ASAP, and I just didn't want to do that to you. But maybe in the future, you know, I'll reapply. So it's the best thing for right now, so I could focus on it. But it was like a lot of waiting. It's all a lot of waiting between Kilo and my daughter and me, and it just, I think I need to be put on different blood pressure meds too, guys. But I've been doing good. I still been working. I'm just not working for them. I'm working self-employment, and I'm doing other things to make some money. So, you know, all in all, your girl is still moving. She's still grinding. She's still doing the dang thing. And I'm trying to keep my brain positive and right. So anyway, I love you mucho. If you or somebody that you know has went through this or whatever, just leave it in the comments. Just give me some prayer hands to know that you are thinking about me and my family, okay? Because I really need it. All right, until the next video, I love you mucho, and I will catch you on the flip side. My battery is dying, by the way, but nonetheless, it was a good talk. I needed to vent. I needed to get it out, because that would have been a really big secret that I was holding. You need to know. Because the bigger the prayer chain, the better the prayer, right? Like, you know,